We're back. So, everybody, listen to me. Did I fix it or not? We're back. So, everybody, listen to me. Did I fix it or not? Butter. Alright. Is it really distracting, or is it just strange? Let's see here. More Turian than robot. Okay. Just looking at it real quick. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. No, I'm pretty sure there isn't. Let's see here. There's no... Audio monitoring device. Actually, let me try something. I think I know why it's echoing. Actually, I think I absolutely know why. How about that? Is it echoing at all now? I'm guessing it just stopped, didn't it? Yeah. Okay, so what's going on? I'm going to have to figure out a way around this. Is that I had it set to feed back as a monitor feed, I thought only to me. So that I can hear my voice, and I can tell if I'm screwing something up. And it was also broadcasting it. So, that's not good. Yeah, no, it's really... These are really nice mics. Let's see if... Oh, bug. I'm going to have to do some research on how to set that up. So I will just do this blind. I will not have that feed in my ears. So if my voice cuts out or I'm doing something very strange, just let me know. All right, now that we've gotten that fixed temporarily, welcome back. I am your host, Drakefire87, and welcome back to another stream. We're not going back to the downside, are we? By the way, and just to make sure, I'm hoping that the sound quality on the new mic is good. I'm hoping that you can hear me well. Let me know if I need to kind of kick it up, and so that you can hear it over like the actual like game that we're about to do. And yeah, so welcome back, and we are done with Pyre. We finished that last week, so left it up to you all. Gave you some choices and said, okay, which of these do you want me to play? And everybody universally came down on Shadowrun Returns, which is really interesting because I bought it actually I think I had it bought for me by a friend about oh god, it probably was a couple of years ago now. Never really finished it. I played about an hour and a half on it. And but it sounds like something that would work for what we're doing. And it sounds like it's might be fun, Seg basically had a little conniption fit the instant I did that, so I mentioned that, so we're gonna try that. We're gonna give it a shot. If I don't like it, then we won't, and if you don't like it, then we won't play it, and we'll go back to the list of options. But it should be something interesting. So let's fire that up. Get started. Probably gonna have to do some tweaking on. There we go. Okay. There we go. Can you still hear me over like the background music and everything? Because that's my goal. Is that a good setting? Good level? Or are we wanting to kind of kick it back a little bit? Waiting for feedback in 3, 2, 1. Gonna want to turn the music down a little bit. Okay. And one of the other things that I will do is I will also turn the mic back a bit. And that should also help as well. Alright. That should work. Okay, great. Wonderful. Gonna do this. Alright, so Shadowrun, for those of you who aren't familiar, Shadowrun is a long... Ninja Weasel, welcome. Yes, somebody did say Shadowrun returns, and we're going to be trying this one out. Haven't actually played much of this game. I haven't played enough to really even remember what I did play, except that it was hard. I remember that it was hard. Hey, I will gladly blame Seg for any number of things. And welcome to the stream, Ninja Weasel. I hope you have a good time. We have a pretty good community here, and I hope you enjoy it. So anyway, we're going to fire this up. I'm just going to do a new game. For those who aren't aware, and no, I do not have all three because I didn't I didn't beat the first one. So I didn't really see the point in spending the money on the other two. But, hey, maybe we can make this a thing. But for those who don't know, Shadowrun is a long-running tabletop RPG setting. Set basically in a cyberpunk future where there's also magic and orcs and... Seg, I see what you're doing there. So, alright. New game. We're just going to do this blind. Absolutely blind. So please, no spoilers. That's the big deal. Is with this always when I'm doing a blind play, you're just gonna have to let me walk into traps. Unfortunately, I'm going to do that. I'm going to screw up. I'm told it's part of the charm. And okay, so we got the Dead Man's Switch. Tags: Seattle props, portrait story, new character. Okay. The Dead Man's Switch. In the urban sprawl of the Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on a trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacorps. You will need to tread carefully, enlist the aid of other runners, and master powerful forces of technology and magic in order to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. Launch campaign. We're going to do this on normal, because, as I recall, it was quite hard on normal. Alright. Going to do a male character. Sounds great. We have race choices. Humans were the only race on Earth until the Awakening in 2012. God, I wish. I think in 2016 we all fell back asleep. Anyway, now they find themselves the definition of average or even normal. They're still the most populous race in the world and thus control many of the most powerful, moneyed, and important positions in society. All humans have a +3 karma to start the game. Maximum stats: body 9, quickness 9, strength 9, charisma 9, intelligence 9, and willpower 9. I'm guessing that's pretty well average. Whoops. How do I unselect things? Okay, never mind. Elf. Many people, especially other metahuman races, see elves as the most fortunate metahumans. They're more attractive and socially acceptable than the other metahumans. Elves are taller than humans, but have a more slender build. Their hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average. And their ears come to a point. Well, you can't see them, and mine don't, but anyway. All elves have +1 to Charisma, maximum stats, Body 9, Quickness 11, Strength 9, Charisma 12, Intelligence 9, and Willpower 9. So elves are better at everything. Understood. Dwarves. Dwarves are the shortest of the metahuman races. To compensate, their torsos and shoulders are wider than their size would indicate. Thus, their strength is equal to and sometimes greater than the larger races. A side effect of their metahuman nature is increased resistance to pathogens and magic that attacks from within. They all have a +1 to Willpower. Maximum stats, Body 11, Quickness 9, Strength 12, Charisma 9, Intelligence 9, Willpower 11. Orc. Orcs are the fastest breeding race and now second only to humans in world population. Their size leads to an intimidating silhouette and a body that can take more physical damage than the average. Orcs have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusks. All orcs have a +1 to Body, maximum Body 14, Quickness 9, Strength 12, Charisma 8, Intelligence 8, Willpower 9. So, not that bright, but they're going to hit things and hurt. Troll. Trolls are the largest metahuman race. Heavy prejudice against them has led people to assume trolls have lowered intelligence, but in reality there is no proof to this. Trolls have pointed ears, intimidating teeth or tusks, and many have horn-like growths that other metahumans do not. Have a +1 to Body, +1 to Strength, 17 Body, 8 Quickness, 15 Strength, Charisma 6, Intelligence 6, Willpower 9. I see very little reason not to be an elf. What do we all think? I mean, I know that, fun fact. This is not frothy apple juice. This is actual, honest-to-God pumpkin cider from Aldi, and it is fucking delicious. Like, it is fucking Harry Potter magic deliciousness. And it's not even alcoholic. Like, Pumpkin spider? No, this is not spider! Don't tell me it's spider! I don't want to drink spider. Oh, God. I don't know why that's so fucking funny. Oh, God. Alright, so let's try again. Alright. Oh, dear. Pumpkin spider. Oh, God. Oh, excuse me. Oh, God. Ager, tell him that we miss him too. Fenrir is always a valued and wonderful part of the stream. And welcome yourself, by the way. Alright. God damn it. Every time I go to take a drink, I think about pumpkin spider. Oh, God. God save me. Oh, God, why can't I stop laughing? Oh, man, I haven't even gotten to the game yet. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, alright. Let's try this. Let's try to keep going on this. Alright, archetype. Street Samurai. If we play a street samurai, we're naming him Jack. Just so you... We have to do this now, don't we? We have to play a human male street samurai and name him Jack. I don't think that there's a different way to do this. I think that's just horribly appropriate. Though none of these look like Jack. Oh my god. Some of these are very cool, but just leave that be. Okay. Does these match up? Okay, so like, can't change any of these. Okay. No, don't auto them. Thank you. Alright, good. Custom. Hairstyle. What was... Oh, Jack had a top knot. That's right. Because he was a fucking samurai. That's why. Yeah, just like that. And it was black. I think that's going to be the challenge, too, okay? We have to play. Can I survive in this game if I play a samurai named Jack like Jack from Samurai Jack? Can we do this? Is this a good idea? Do you I mean, like... Ah. Go away. What do you think? I mean, that's probably going to be super silly. But, alright. Alright. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running the shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. Some karma available now to customize your character. Alright. Alright, I have 8 karma. Oh dear. Let's see here. Well, if we're doing Jack, we obviously want close combat. Up to a fairly decent level. And definitely want melee, because Jack. Throwing weapons, fine. God, I don't know if we're going to be able to do much else. And definitely want to be able to dodge. That's... Wow, that's... not a lot. Hello, Riot. Welcome, welcome. I'm not going to giggle at Pumpkin Spider. I'm not going to giggle at Pumpkin Spider. I guess that's okay. That's Jack. Dodge and a very little bit of ranged combat and being able to throw stuff and hit things with melee weapons. I suppose that is Samurai Jack. All right. we'll try this. Choose an etiquette. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing an etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. I don't know what these mean. Like Shadowrunner, I'm supposing... What would be appropriate, guys? What would be an appropriate etiquette for Samurai Jack to have? It wouldn't be gang. Probably not academic or street. I'm thinking like... God damn it. Let's see here. What do you think? What do you think? If we're doing Samurai Jack, I'm thinking either corporate, security, or Shadowrunner. One of those three for him. What do we think? Give me options. Come on, guys. Help me out here. Anybody? Bueller? Spider? Fair. So basically what you're saying, Seg, is the rest is up to me. Alright, well, he's a samurai, and samurai are retainers. They're bodyguards, they're soldiers. So I'm thinking, yes, okay, security for purely mechanical reasons. Well, I think it also fits, so... Jack. His name is Jack. Alright. Here we go. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and it isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Nova Hot, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging Fixer hasn't called. The money's run out and then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your new yen. Something needs to change. And soon. Continue. Have a good night, Riot. Glad you could stop in. Alright. Your apartment, 2054. It's 3 a.m. and something, something, something. I didn't get to that fast enough. Your computer, state-of-the-art in 2050. Broken since 2051. Okay. A slip of paper with your bank balance. Enough to cover you through the end of the week. Great. Your notebook, calendar, contacts, that list of contacts, that kind of thing. View your list of contacts. The list is sad, dried up. Carter Detroit, Fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, Runner, dead. Felton Nash, Fixer, missing since February. New Larry, Runner, dead. Sam Watts, Runner, probably in a gutter somewhere. Sangoma, Runner, dead. Half-Jack, Dealer, retired, or dead. Oh dear. The list goes on. All either dead ends or just plain dead. View your personal calendar. It's empty. Nothing to do. Put down your notebook. Your vidphone rings, jarring you. Who's calling at 3 a.m.? New objective. Answer your vidphone. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy. Hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles. He's drunk again. Or worse. Here's also where we note, I do have that donation incentive. for characters that you think are going to show up again, you can decide their voices for a price. I am a mercenary. Let us never forget this. Let's see, our options. Shouldn't have given you my comm code, gonk. You're zoned. Where you been, Sam? I haven't heard from you in months. The samurai response is always a very, very taciturn response, isn't it? It's the shortest amount of response with the maximum amount of information. You're zoned. Another giggle. Oh, don't bother with your side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business. Like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. Wonder where you are right now. Bet you hit a big payday and you're living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners. Some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? That makeshift saloon on the docks afterwards? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd. That's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Oh, are we doing a flashback? I bet we're doing a flashback. 3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks. The night Dowd went down. New Larry, Sangoma. There's Sam, I guess. New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd. Never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. Hate this fragging city, Jack. It's wet. And the rain feels like acid and I want out of here. Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. We wait for the money. I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Again, samurai is taciturn. We wait for the money. Sure, of course. Wait all night if I have to. I don't know, Jack. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run. So far. But he needs watching. Shakes his head. That run went 9 ways sideways, 9 ways to Sunday. Hey. Now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? That bastard better show. We need the money. Okay, question. In games like this where we're going to have a lot of dialogue choices, do you want me to read out the choices? Or just the one that I make? Let me know in the chat. Smell funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. Both know when Dowd went down, it wasn't a fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smiles, a toothy smile. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say. Don't you, Larry? Go ahead. Spill it. You were sloppy. He laughs. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitchy all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. You been drinking, Sam? On a run? No. Not a drop. Not today, not ever. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up. He knows it. Don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? Seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over your shoulder at the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the Fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? He stops and a smile slowly appears on his face. Honestly, it didn't take much. Just enough to get me back to Portland and set up a Cush Corp job. I am out of this racket. We've got incoming. 'Cause orc. Larry relaxes and throws you a Drek-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here. I'm gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Jack. Buy you a drink after this? You'll owe me several. Leave the mage. Kill the others. Yay, he missed me. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Each character in your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. Oh boy. Let's see here. What do I got? Shit, I don't know what any of that does. Let's see here. Combat. Let's do this real fast. Camera is HUD. Cycle through weapons. Draw holster weapon. Okay. Combat to okay. Alright, let's see here. If I move forward here and then boom! Shotgun! Let's see here. Where are my options? What are his weapons? Unarmed and submachine gun. Gotcha. Let's get him forward. And take a shot at that security. Take out the traitor first, if I can. Also because he's a mage, and let's see here. Can I swap between my characters? Yeah, I can. Excellent. Take him down. He had that coming. Take that down. And there we go! We won our first combat. Yay. I think. Alright, now what is our goal? Do I need to... What do I need to do, really? Really not sure what's next. Maybe move forward to get out of here? And do I have a defense option somewhere? Guys, how do I oh, I just end. Oh, shit! They're coming at us from the other direction. Shit. Okay. And maybe swap weapons. At least have a shot. Let's see here. I will get him in better cover. And there we go. Ow. Ow! That's not good. He's okay for the moment, though. So let's switch over to Sangoma. Take out him. Holy shit, how did they just get that turn? Oh, that's right, because I took all of Jack's options. Sam, rather. I'm Jack. Move over there. Ah! Good, it misses. Oh, bugger. Ow. That can't be good. Shit. Let's see. Switch to a shotgun. And don't hit shit, of course. Out of ammo. Reload for one. Finish off that bastard. What are my options? Okay. Snipe the, Sheesh. Yes, Sonata? What's up? Excellent, Sonata. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see here. Hey! Take that, bastard. Move up. Dang it. Ow. That's not good. At least get some of that back. There we go. Huh, that's interesting. Ninja, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Sangoma. Sangoma lowers her gun, eyes Sam. You okay? You okay, Sam? Sam's breathing is heavy and he looks shaken. That was a hell of a thing. You did good. You were born for this gig, Jack. Me? Not so much. I think I'm gonna hang it up. Find a nice brothel somewhere. Stay drunk until I croak. What about you? Find a safe house out of town. Lay low. Renraku has a long memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. Well, he certainly didn't forget me, even after he's dead. You stare at Sam's face on your comlink. Shake off the memory. Focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man switch to send you this call. Got 100,000 new yen insurance policy. Payable when you find out who creased me. Alive with a conviction or a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm. Rogers, Mengard, and McCain. The job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet? The camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. The camera swivels back to Sam. Sam straightens up. Talks seriously. First time. Look, Jack. I've led a direct life, and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people. Hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? Get to the bottom of this. Someone will pay. Hope you just said yes. I got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. When my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See ya on the slab. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. This is interesting. I'm going to try to take kind of a noir tack to it because cyberpunk always crosses well with noir, right? Like that's classic. So hope you all enjoying it so far. Let me know if you are, and we'll see how this goes. keep going with this for a while. The Dead Man's Switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step out into the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped backseat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redmond Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for new yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body while making a little cash on the side. Commentary, welcome, and I've been wondering if maybe, just maybe, if before the stream ends, The Last Jedi trailer goes live. Who's up to see me react to it? Do we think that's a good idea? Let me know. Good night, Hager. Appreciate you stopping in. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems that this is where Sam Watts' body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. New objective. Ask the coroner about Sam Watts. I'm in the back. Okay. The smell of death and decomposition wash over you, only slightly masked by the minty fake fresh of an industrial-grade antiseptic. Dresden. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, "I love my job." A little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. "Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour. And some asshole corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, sir?" "Are you the coroner?" "I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here, so yeah, that makes me this franchise area's coroner, too." "And you are?" "Jack. I'm here about Sam Watts." His grin fades. "And what makes you think I know anything about that?" "Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here." Commentary, that's no fun. Oh, geez, I'd be having a heart attack. I see. Well, you're right, he's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. Press haven't caught wind of it yet, what with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got sent a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping suspicion from his face. A dead man's switch, eh? Fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. Title drop. Yup. He was my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Emerald City Ripper? Not my title. That's what the Seattle Press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that, like the original Jack, no offense, because, you know, my character's named Jack. Our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. And Watts's liver was cleanly cut out. I'm glad to hear that commentary. That's a good thing to do. How about the other lucky contestants? First victim's heart was missing. The third had the spleen removed. Dresden, get out here! McCluskey! Oh, God. I'm here about the new Ripper Vic, Sam Watts. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of central casting, if you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow. You can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic Watts, name's familiar. Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Coroner frowns. So you insisted at the time. He chortles. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Dresden. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, and removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. He has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So, I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon? Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. No damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. That's right. If you ever do hear something, I'll knock it right out of your head. He looks back at the dwarf. Dresden, get me more. I am putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Things to examine. Sam's body is half covered by a sterile surgical sheet, his face an ashen white, for the first time, without a smirk on it. Below the chest there's a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him, and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. Something handwritten on the back, but blood has made it illegible. Why do I have the feeling that's going to be a brothel? Go ahead, Sonata, postulate a theory. Look at the cred stick. Standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Well, I imagine I'll know what to do with it better than, that asshole will. Slot the cred stick into your PDA. 300 new yen is added to your account. Look at the purple shirt. Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Look at the handwritten note. It's the only part of the note, given the torn-off bits and bloodstains. Sam, I feel terrible that we have been long. To say I'm sorry. See you there, love, Jessica. Okay. Down evidence bag. Added basic med kit. Thank you! I'm gonna need it. Okay. Dresden looks amused. Do you always make friends that easily? Well, he really didn't seem like my type. Cocks his head to one side. Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm gonna return the favor. Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another 10 new yen a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have honor, after a fashion. I try to honor the dead in my work, so we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take? Who's paying to hold his leash? I don't know, but someone with major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career. And wallet. What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is that she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. Can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, and she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. What are organs worth these days? The whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of new yen, but individual organs? Not worth as much anymore. With all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ Grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky, though, and they don't care where the bodies come from, either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners. But neither profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens that attracts lowlifes. You'd probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. Just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? Okay then. I'll go do that. Okay. The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius, which is above freezing. Cold storage drawer opens to reveal the fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across his chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Whoa! Easy there. Okay, I gotta figure out a good voice to do for this guy, because he's sleeping in the body locker. And he looks cool. So, do kind of a not Terry Pratchett voice. God, Confusion. Welcome, Confusion. There's no such thing as too much Terry Pratchett, by the way. Let's see here. Whoa! Easy there. In one quick move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data drac drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Yeah, confusion. Actually, that was why I immediately assumed it was a brothel. Because the Seamstresses Guild in the Discworld books is the Prostitutes Guild. Which gets some good play. I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, didn't expect you to be so... alive. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this one on. He chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? I'm looking into the depth of Sam Watts. The coroner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, man. Glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and again over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or another, though. Jake yells towards the other side of the room. John! Is this guy cool? Yeah, he's on the level. Working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. Thought you could help him out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses. Might be sizing you up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Right then. The name's Jake. You are? Nice to meet you, Jake. I'm Jack. And well-mannered, too. Such a rare thing in this city. Well, it sounds like you're taking to dive into the deep end here. John's right. I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstresses Union that night. Tripped out and rowdy. Been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Mrs. Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn. Maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, can you grab me a cup? What's the best worst thing, Confusion? And Ninja, I like him already. Get your own damn cup. The hands are dirty anyway. What's wrong with this intestine? You hear a loud squelching sound as Dresden continues his work. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat court bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the deli, a few Halloweeners thought they got the jump on us. Damn gainers thought they could get a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles, and you get the impression that it didn't work out so well for the gangers. A live-action Yakuza movie. I imagine that would be terrible. Oh my god. Sam stumbled off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him. Till he turned up here, dead on arrival. Reminds me of my last stay in this place. You've done this before? It's a long story. I end up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Well, given that most average guys only end up there once... Okay. Yeah, Jake's here as a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you'd get a free night's stay. Jake laughs. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you could handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leader's got the whole gang searching the barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night. Trust me. Jake eyes you up and down. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What'd you say? Do like a bit of street justice every now and then? Alright, Jake. Count me in. Great. I've been hiding out here ever since that run with the Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangers, but this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to this morgue in one piece without packing some heat. He yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So, you need a weapon? No guns for me. Melee's my game. All I've got here's a baseball bat, but you look like you can handle yourself. So, ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute. Tell me more about these gangers first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol's a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. I'm ready. Follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you. Yet. Leave whenever you're ready. Alright, let's steal some stuff. Dock Wagon basic trauma kit. Basic med kit. Probably gonna need it. Alright. Head out into the Barrens. Confirm. Ninja, I bet you did. Be like, what? Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. Doesn't matter your business, the Barrens don't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, add a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops for a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales with an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. I love cyberpunk. I love it. Alright, find Jake's stash, which is over there. Okay. I like the little details. I lived in, the Seattle-Tacoma area for about a year when I was in college, and, the fact that that artwork is there is absolutely appropriate. I love that little touch. And the recycling stuff. Oh my god, it's definitely Seattle. Let's talk to this person we can talk to though. Clothes may be dirty, but this woman is far from downtrodden. Neuromancer's a trip, man. Neuromancer is one hell of a trip. That is seminal sci-fi cyberpunk right there. It's good stuff. I read that too. It's amazing. I love that William Gibson. William Gibson is the father of cyberpunk, the father of so many ideas that we have about cyberspace, and it's only in the past 5 years he's even started using a computer to write on. He was just making it all up. And I think one of the great things about Neuromancer, now he uses a computer and stuff like that. a lot, but he initially, but initially he was just kind of pulling it out of his ass, basically, which is, I think, one of the reasons why he was able to create such an iconic picture of cyberspace, because he wasn't limited by the whole thing of knowing what computers are like. He looked at it and went, well, if they can do this in 20 years, maybe they'll be able to do this. Yeah, no, I mean, Gibson was, like I said, I have great respect for Gibson's vision. I'm trying to look closely enough at the screen to see your gynoid gal pal. Welcome. I love your username. That's awesome. Welcome here. I start Shadowrun and we have new people in here. This is wonderful. Welcome. Anyway, let's get back to the game. Hey, not that it's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Why? What's going on? Just some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down that street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. If I'd have known that all it was going to take was to whine Teacup about a game he really likes and then sick him on the internet, I would have done it like a month ago. And commentary, yeah, Neuromancer is really dry. It's one of those books where the concept is really what carries it, and it's one of those things where I think because when it came out, it was so radical. It was such this very radical, vivid vision of what computers and networks and this burgeoning online thing was going to be. And nowadays, it's old news, right? We've done this. We live it. It's like we live, to some degree, William Gibson's dreams and nightmares. And I think that's also part of it, is because, we don't, stick something into the back of our necks. But, I'm pretty, addicted to this. I am, in some ways, more constantly jacked in with this thing than I could be by hammering it directly into my skull. And commentary, I get that. Again, I think it's that it is a very dry style, and if it wasn't for the fact that it was it's like Asimov, right? Asimov is an amazing conceptualist, and he's dry as fucking hell. Asimov, I love Asimov, I love Foundation, I love the robot books, but they're hard to get through. They are. His concepts are what carry it, and but the prose is still rough. So I totally get that. And I've never been able to make it through a Gibson book other than Neuromancer. Mostly because it was just like this. I wanted to have the Neuromancer experience, basically. And everything past that has not been great. I think he has more compelling narratives. I think you're right. I still say he's dry as fuck. Asimov's dialogue is shit. Asimov's, talking heads, man. Talking heads. Concepts. High concepts. Back and forth. When he does people doing stuff, it's pretty good. And when he's describing tech and concepts and stuff like that. But, no, I mean, again... And it's one of those trade-offs. Like, I'm never going to tell you that Asimov's a bad writer. Because Asimov's, like, a fucking amazing writer. But Asimov is a very dry writer. Yeah, he writes like a historian. And actual people talking isn't often very interesting. So. Anything else I should know about these gangers? Well, their leader's a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work, even for a wiener. A wiener. Yep, that's him. Jake checks his pistol. Sounds like a friendly bunch. You gonna be safe out here? She laughs. You think I'm dumb enough to get caught out in the open by one of those assholes? Nah, I know these streets like the back of my hand. Worry about your own skin. Thanks for the heads up. No sweat. Okay, so we don't want to go there yet. We're going to the stash. First. Welcome back, Seg. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a mag card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jake's mag card. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is a perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. Oh, bugger. Are you sure that's a smart idea? Let's do a thrusting attack. And miss. Great. There we go. Hey, look, idiot. Run up close to me, sure. So, welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. So I shouldn't invest in real estate around here? Only by the hour. Hey, you've seen where I stay the night. Now that you've got some gear, let's go and deal with those Halloweeners. Let's see here. Make sure that I've got everything equipped. Let's see here. Those are items. Those are weapons. Nothing in cyberware. And let's save the game since we did do that. Worried man. Okay. The man before you appears well-mannered but nervous. Excuse me, sir. I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. We need some help. What's your problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore. No one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. This market of yours, it's just down the street, sir. Please, our livelihood depends on this market. Well, thankfully, I was headed there anyway. Oh, it's over here. Okay. So the optional thing is to do this. Commerce is like a weed, taking root in the cracks and crevices of the world whenever it can. A small street market has flourished here amidst the crumbling buildings of the Redmond Barrens. Head Thug. Thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm. You can see the Thug's patient, fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Eh? Who the hell are you? Bet your mom's real proud of you right now. Like I ain't never heard that before. I don't see a badge, so why don't you mind your own? 'Cause I'm sick of gutter punks like you. Looking to cause static? Dash! Ice this guy! Ow! Let's see here. Aha! Yeah! Let's see here. Somewhere I can hide. Well, might as well hide there. Ooh. That's a cool little ability. Alright, you little punk. Get back here. Oh man, she fell down fast. Whew! Thank you, Ninja. Appreciate that tip. Can't thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. The shopkeeper holds a few new yen. Please, it's the least we can do. Keep it. You need it more than I do. Why? Because he's a samurai. That's fucking why. And I just took 300 new yen off of my pal's dead body, so, you know, there's that. Let's see about karma. Get up my dodge. Get up with close combat. I want to say, when in doubt, you go with dodge. Let's see here. Where is that? Never hurts to level up. And then that also means it never hurts to save. Alright. Now let's get into another fight! Well, that looks kind of familiar. Oh, I've got to walk right into the middle of the place? Oh, no. Hey, asswipes! Take another step forward. We're gonna plant you right there. This is Halloweener territory now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Have a good night, Ninja. Hope you'll follow. Get some notifications of when I go live again, because I think we're going to be doing this for a little while. Appreciate you stopping in, and thanks so much. Wait a minute. You're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. Halloweeners are collecting that bounty, and killing you, well, that will be nice bonus. Well, let's get a little bit more behind cover, shall we? I hate mages. Let's see here. Behind a little bit like cover. Line of sight blocked, of course it is. I wonder if I can shoot through that. Probably not. Well, let's just do this. Ow. Let's switch over to Jake. Haha. And use magic. Let's see here. Can I flamethrower her? I could. Probably not a great idea. Heal up the melee guy, because I'm going to be running in. Actually, probably not, in fact. I am going to hide. Oh, great. So she. Great. Hey, great. Hey, Jake. Somebody's out in the open now. Actually, no, we're going to do this tactically. Boom! Uh-oh. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Let's, not. Let's bring him out into the open. Why don't we do that? And go back to Jake. Heal me up a little bit. Flamethrower. Holy shit! Whoa, Uncle! Uncle! I was just playing with you. Call off the rest of the Halloweeners, Jake. Call it even, yeah? What do you think, Jake? Hey, I'm already at shoot-on-sight status with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's a profit in it. I hate mages when I'm fighting them, Seg. Yeah. A samurai does not leave enemies behind. There we go. All right. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, and, well, I just ate him, so to speak. That is a really... I really love the art for this game. Like, it's really good. It's simple, but it's not bad. As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going to go away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend, I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help of those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. I don't take new yen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Likewise, Jake. Give me a call when you're in the clear. Yeah, sure. He starts to leave, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink, that's the place to be. Best drive this side of Chicago. I used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this ripper business. Well, nice knowing you. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. On my own again. Alright. Let's see here. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I keep telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. The officer sighs. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation, and I can't let anyone in here. Hey, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage. I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or I'll find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical. Hate all you pigs. He looks in your direction. Now what? What? They didn't radio you? Damn operator's probably asleep again. I'm here to take over your shift. You can head back to base. Yeah? Where's your uniform? Come on. Clearly not with the Star. Private security contractor. Temporary assignment. Sounded like your boss is short a few guys this week. Yeah, we've been spread pretty thin lately. Anyway, it's about fragging time someone showed up. Thanks for the relief. Streets have not been kind to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age and arthritis. You. I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What'd you want? Know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you, suspicious. You a copper? Or working for some corp? Nope, I'm as sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions? Hey, what makes you think I'm sinless? Just messing with you. Of course I'm sinless. System ID number my ass. What kind of questions you got? See the murder? Nope. And I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. It's hauling crates for Mrs. James at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerkface in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. So, sounds like you live in this alley. Sure. Last couple of months I've been sleeping there. I've spent my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. What else do you see that night? Well, you know, Earlier in the night, I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs snooping around the block. Bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off of Dan over there. Seemed nervous and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. You tell me more about the troll's cyberware? Yeah, it was big. I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. A lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. Did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. Never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I needed to know. Thanks. See you around. Let's see, anything else? Hey there, youngin'. Alright, never mind. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. Looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m., right around the coroner's reported time of death. The customer? Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. This work light is new. You can see that all of the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems as though they've all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. Two distinct sets of footprints. A human's ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. Interesting. Hey there, youngin'. Think these coat and these blankets belong to you. My stuff? Mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Yeah, well, I'm not an asshole. Also, there is someone to talk to over here. Several someones, to be quite honest. Dan the Donut Man. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy calf is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond's streets. The troll is working the stand. The stand is covered in food stains, older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? Well, first I'm going to buy from him, because little money always makes things go smoother. You see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope. I was closed when it happened. But hey, it's the Barons. A back alley killing's nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about this Ripper business is some of the victims are real people. You know, folks with sins. What can you tell me about the Barons? The Barons? Hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. The stretch we're on is called Touristville, though. I suppose the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings. You might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. He scratches his armpit. Now behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, or information around here, the union's your spot. Hell, that place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Mrs. Kubota owns the joint and she's quality. A hard woman, but fair. You sold some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. Tell them about a troll that bought donuts from me right before murder, they'll haul him in just to see if any will pay the bail. Not today, my friend. See you around. Let's see, anything else out of him? No. Sally. That's the Napa voice, and I don't use that very often. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. Got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened there? She grunts. Sure. I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. What's up, Confusion? Uh-huh, no problem. No sense in guilt-tripping her. Don't think it would do any good anyway. Hey, chummer! Got some tasty morsels for you. Just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his back pocket. Let me see what you have. Kamikaze, combat stim that increases body, strength, and willpower for 5 rounds. Nitro. Strength and willpower +2. Don't... How do I care what they're spelled as long as they're tasty? Let's see here. Do I have to equip those? Nope. Where do I get those? I'll figure it out later. Okay. Confusion, what were you reacting to? I'm curious. I definitely want more charisma. Because talking to people is good. There we go. I have to leave the Barons and enter the Seamstresses Union. Would you like to proceed? Yes, I would. Oh. Oh, God. Man, this is more narration than Pyre was. Oh, boy. Oh. So how are we liking it so far? Are we doing good? Or, haven't been doing as wide of a variety of voices because it's kind of hard to justify it in, like, Seattle, but, you know. Well, I'm just hoping I'm being entertaining with them, you know. That's how it goes. Alright. Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barons, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity, bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, the occasional salaryman comes slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. Wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to this effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation watches over you. The dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place where everyone knows your name, but keeps to themselves. Commentary, it's got XCOM elements, like the turn-based, kind of cover-based stuff, and it is still, from what I remember, it is still being very gentle with me. It is not kicking my ass yet. But it will. But yeah, this isn't that kind of sci-fi. Karma gained 2. Excellent. Yeah, the battle system gets very XCOM, but it is much more. It is a fairly straight up RPG. It is not. I mean, because it's trying to emulate the tabletop experience. A lot of it is. It's trying to emulate the kind of story that you might have had with, what is it? They're with the tabletop version, basically. But, I think I like it. I'm having a lot of fun right now. And it's funny you mentioned that, Confusion, because, like, Pillars of Eternity is on my potential stream game list. It's a lot of text. I mean, it's a lot of text, but at the same time, that kind of works for the way I like to stream. And it's not narrated, and it's a lot of character and stuff like that. We definitely looking at if we either burn out on this or finish this, that Tides of Torment, Tides of Numenera is actually on the stream list. Oh, I'm aware. Like, the other game that's on the potential stream list is Planescape Torment. Which is, again, I know. I understand what I'll be doing to myself if I play those games, but for the moment we're doing Shadowrun. Because it's a nice change of pace. It's a very nice change of pace from Pyre, I think. Cherry Bomb. God. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize Save Me and Take Me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. Hey there! I haven't seen you before. What can I get you? Found a bar tab with Coyote's name on it. She here? She looks worried. No. I think she's away on business. Business, huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? She laughs. Oh, no. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Oh, God. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Jerry, you have to listen to me. If you stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out there, and he is real. That last killing happened just down the block. Now Coyote's missing. They'll probably find her tomorrow in a dumpster without her head. Come on, Cherry Bomb, think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a Ph-freaking-D from UW in neuroprosthetics studying under Hoemans. How am I paying for it? Bartending. Tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them, so what do you want from me? I want what you want. Better life. Better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I don't like the sound of this already. Anytime anybody starts talking zealously in a religious-like tone about something called the Religious Brotherhood, I'm assuming, the Universal Brotherhood, I'm assuming that it's going to be some kind of strange, we're going to meld each other's minds together in a Universal Brotherhood that never ends kind of bullshit. I have a feeling that in a game like this, I'm not that far off the mark. So. I've heard all this before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. Things are different now. I'm different now. The Brotherhood. Okay, now, super warning bells going off. I'm different now. The Brotherhood helped me. I'm not going to have to shoot this guy at all. Ever. Cherry Bomb's face is pretty hard. Pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. It's about binding the world together in brotherhood. Again, warning bells, warning bells, warning bells. Come with me. Attend a discovery meeting. Get to the... No, these are the fucking Scientologists. These are fucking God fucking son of a biscuit. These are fucking fantasy Scientologists wanting me to go check my Thetan levels and hear the truth of Xenu. Like, nope. Nope. I have not played Earthbound, Seg. I heard Lynn Telestrian give a talk last night. He'd called The New Family of the Sixth World. Yeah, this is Scientology meets the Mormons. Ugh. I got a family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Sorry you had to go through that. Sounds like you got big plans for yourself. Her pretty eyes soften. Yeah, I do. Can't stay here forever. You got a look that says you're not just here for the entertainment. Are you a badge? Nope. Didn't think so. You look like a runner to me. We're trained to spot a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze. Some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal or immoral, and can be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The Union seems to attract people like you. Who was that you were talking to? Shane. Old boyfriend. He used to work here. Then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting. Made new friends. Moved in with them. Was happy for him. Till he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that dreck. Yeah, I know a lot of Mormons' confusion. Comes from... I spent most of my formative online years running around the forums of Orson Scott Card's website. It's where I met Commentary, in fact. That or the spin-off. I can't remember if we met on Hat Rack or not. But yeah, that's where I met Commentary, if I recall correctly. And yeah, I know a lot of Mormons. Space Jesus is one way to put it. Yeah, not to be unkind to several of the very, very excellent Mormons that I know. It is certainly not for me, clearly. I kind of fail one of the core classifications for Mormonism. I am not straight, and have no wish to pretend that I am, unfortunately. So until that gets straightened out, I and Mormonism, of course, will have an irreversible disagreement. Not that I necessarily always have the same disagreement with individual Mormons. In fact, I know some very, very good folks. Get that straightened out. Yeah, I didn't realize I did that. Yeah, there is. There is confusion, so... But, that said, like, I have a good Mormon friend. I wouldn't say good. I don't talk to him a lot. But I have in the past, who now lives in, like, the Fayetteville area, who, he and his now ex-wife and son, marched in the Salt Lake City Pride Parade, in fact, as part of a Mormons supporting the LGBT community group. And if I recall correctly, he got in quite a lot of trouble for that. And so I commend his willingness to go against the grain of his religion for what he felt was right. Taylor's a really good guy, in fact, and I really respect his opinion on a lot of things. But so it is very fascinating, and I definitely could not participate. So that's how did we get on this again? Yeah, the folks I met a lot of great folks from that time, and it's really been interesting because I started on that forum when I was 14. And I'm now 30. And so there were a lot of people that got to see a whole continuum of me, but were also really good role models in a lot of ways, because there were a lot of adults, a lot of it was actually primarily adults. I learned a lot about politics and life and how you deal with people and relationships and a whole bunch of stuff. Not that necessarily all the lessons sunk in right off the bat. Met some really cool people. Thanks to them, I can say that I know thanks to that forum, I can say that I was in the RPG campaign which became The Expanse. If you've heard of The Expanse. Big sci-fi series that is now sci-fi book series that is now a TV show. I know, not all of the characters from the campaign survived. There were 8 characters in the campaign, and there's 4 main characters. But I remember that I had to sign a release when those books came out, because just in case stuff from my characters were used, I signed away the monetary rights, even though my character I was 17 when that campaign started, and I didn't commit. I dropped out. I played for a month and a half. It was a play by forum kind of thing. I played for about a month and a half, 2 months, and dropped out. I didn't have the longevity for that kind of thing at that time. I didn't have the attention span, to be quite honest. I just wanted to be part of the cool kids. I will be quite honest about that. But I know the people who are Porter and Naomi. Not Porter. Porter's the name of one of the players. Holden. I know who Holden is. I know who Naomi is. Commentary. I was talking about Hatterack. I was talking about Sake River, and how that's how I know a lot of Mormon people, and how I could have potentially been part of the Expanse, but was a 17-year-old who didn't have an attention span. So yeah, I've one half of James S.A. Corey. I know tangentially. I don't think he'd remember me. But this is about as close as I get to fame. I could have been in The Expanse, but blew it. But yeah, I met a lot of really cool people there. It's great, but no, and confusion. I totally get you. The Mormon Church as an organization has immense issues. If you want to ask my opinion, not that anybody cares. And the whole we don't like gay people and transgender people and that kind of things is to some degree only the tip of it. But people as groups are dumb a lot, as Terry Pratchett would put it. But individual human beings can be pretty awesome, so try to keep that in mind. Anyway, where were we? Before I got talking about Mormons and my childhood on the internet. More than you probably ever wanted to know. Let's see here. Hear this? And because the trailer is up, before we sign off, I will react to it. I will watch it. Even though I'm told that Mark Hamill says you shouldn't. Because I think apparently it spoils some stuff. But anyway. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. See Sam on the night he died. No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to them. That'd be Mrs. Kubota. She's in the back room. Can't miss her. Sonata, I know you know better than to spoil me on a reaction, so I'm going to take that for the joke it is. Punks have to stick together. I mean, Seg, you can't really get better connected in the writing community than one of the halves of James S.A. Corey, who this isn't a secret, I don't believe. One half of that pair is a guy named Ty Frank. He's the guy I know from those forums. He used to be George R.R. Martin's personal assistant. Boy, I wonder if that helps when you're getting your writing career together. I've read the Expanse books. They have earned every bit of their fame. But yeah, I bet it helps to have a leg up like that. Don't you think? Yeah, I bet he did. Eric Mersman. Hey, guy. I got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want first dibs? Sure. Gal pal, I yes. So, do I want Ninja? Or do I want Alley Punk? I can afford either of them. What do y'all think? Do I want HP or Dodge? I mean, if I dodge, I don't lose HP, and therefore I don't need it. But having more HP is always nice. Or I could get a couple of them for various circumstances. Switch between them. What do you think, guys? Do I get, like, 2 of the cheap ones and switch between them for, like, different circumstances? Or what? What do you think? Hold on. Checking some messages while you all respond. Money's tight in these games, so go for cheap. Gotcha. Alright, Seg, I will take your grant for it. Oh, that's pretty cool. looks badass. Alright. Alright, that's the buyer. You stash, sell items. Ain't really got much to sell. Alright. Jin Parks. Let's talk to Jin. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower. Something simple. I got guns so smart they practically fire themselves. You looking for tech? Got some of that too, if that's the way you roll. Let's see here. Definitely want a machete. That's going to be good. Do I pick up a gun? Do I want to pick up a gun? Just something for backup, just in case. I think I do. Let's see here. All right. Mr. Clue. I believe that would be the hottest fuck bouncer, Seg. God, you definitely have a type. Posted at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Please, behave yourself. Will do. Get trouble in here often. Nothing a stern look can't usually solve. You have business here. He's a friend of Sam Watts. Know him? Sure. Everyone here knew Sam. Shame to lose a part of the family. Sonata, you know what you have to do to get your choice of voice? I'll take it under consideration, otherwise. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes. The look of a man who has seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Hey. I just dropped $30 on a mic, guys. Mercenary. As one of my favorite books would put it, no, it should be mercenaries with a glad cry. Anyway. He's a minor character. He's a minor character, Sonata, so cut you a discount. Anyway. You're welcome, Confucian. Mercenaries with a glad cry. Mercenaries. I think that's name my. Well, the normal price is $20, but for minor character, cut you a deal. $8. $8 in the tip jar gets you the voice you want, and I will drop it to a basso growl. I will pause while Sonata considers this. Anyway, I've got a response that I can do. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes. The look of a man who's seen much. Well, fair enough, Sonata. Since you're job hunting, I'll give you this one as a freebie, but don't make a habit of it. You bad boy. There's a sharpness in Clue's eyes. The look of a man who's seen much and earned wisdom at a young age. Figure Sam was the type who needed to be thrown out on occasion. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk, but he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually? What about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Didn't catch the specifics. Elmer Fudd? Since when did I put Elmer Fudd in there? Didn't catch the specifics. Might have been over a woman. Thought I was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival go-gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jake helped Sam out instead. That was supposed to... On Bad, it was supposed to be a riff on Aladdin. Like, you... No freebies, you bad boy. Like, Aladdin? Anyway, never mind. Appreciate you talking with me. Happy to help. Johnny Clean. It's alright. It is what it is. The man is dressed like a janitor, but wearing unusually clean overalls. Thank you, Seg. Thank you for that. Now, why it's not showing up in the latest donation thing, I don't know. Let's fix that real fast. Most recent. There we go. It didn't update right away. And I need to make that bigger, don't I? Bugger. Where did I... It's gonna be, what, 175? There we go. Make that fit in right nicely. Thank you, Sig. I'll assume that Sonata owes you for that one. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You knew? I am. Imagine you've seen all sorts of things in a place like this, eh? True. Quite true. And I keep my mouth shut about it, too. That's the secret to keeping a job here. And staying alive in general. Gotta work. See you around. The streamer thanks you both. Mercenaries. That's gonna be my thing now. Mercenaries. Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, but with entities you can neither see nor hear. Told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof, and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jean. I was a fool. He looks you in the eye, his other conversations on hold. You may peruse my magical wares and see their glory. Okay, I can't use any of this. Interesting. That would definitely make it... Alright. Mrs. Kubota. Mrs. Kubota watches as you cross the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's a mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. Konbanwa. Good evening. She eyes you Are you enjoying the Seamstresses' Union? There should be plenty for a man like you to enjoy. She eyes you closely. Or is this business? Just need a moment of your time, Mrs. Kubota. I have topics to discuss. Suka? And why should I help you? Sam Watts. I'm looking for his killer. Her face brightens. Amused. Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back from him from beyond the grave. What do you want to know? How well did you know Sam? I knew him. We all did. Sam was a regular here whenever he could beg or borrow enough new yen to become altered in some way. Drugs, chips, alcohol. Well, it didn't matter to Sam, as long as he was bent. He was always looking for the next fix. He clung to this place like it was his lifeline, and we treated him as part of the family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote. See Sam on the night of his death? He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, and she informed me that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with another issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out the back door to the alley. That was the last I saw of either of them. Why is this place called the Seamstresses' Union? During the gold rush year, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster their numbers, they decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many, in the rolls. However, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they entered them all as seamstresses. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it the Seamstresses' Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there. And thus, a rich tradition was born. So you're a former seamstress? No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about myself. For now, enjoy the union. One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote? Her face darkens. Would that I could. I have not seen her in 2 days. She is a smart woman and quite dangerous, but I fear for her. She's dangerous, why fear for her? Please, if you are what I think you are, you know. There is always someone more dangerous. Her room is upstairs. If you are looking for her, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to uncover her whereabouts. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way, but she's missed 2 shifts now and cannot be reached on her comm. It is unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is the key. Interesting. It's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require a password for entry. I cannot hack it. Nothing here. Clues abound. Looks like Coyote keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. A framed painting of the Chicago skyline done in stylized silhouette. Coyote's bed has a diary with several papers sticking out of it. First paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages and a diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting real fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, with the real Paco, but this Cutter dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash. I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union. He still goes on these runs. These bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last Cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him that if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he would be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I don't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year, got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me, more than his involvement with the Cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together, slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. Receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Jin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Well, I wonder if I would have gotten a different reception from Miss Park if I had had a female character. Flip to a different page. Second paper. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. Wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the Cutters once. He leaves to the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject conversation completely. I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Third paper. There's a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. The picture shows you a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has "Shadow" scrawled on it. A COD receipt for a special order, 5 pounds of zebra meat from Mari's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. What? A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342436. 342436. Somebody write that down. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. Doesn't even have a data jack and cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes the dust cake fans to spin up, only to display on screen. Password? Without the password, the only other button on screen is a password recovery option. First childhood pet. Shadow. For a musical act. Let's go root around a little bit more. Open the safe. Okay, stash. Trying to get the figure out what that clue is. see here. Chicago, action movies, closing a thing. Shadow. All right. God damn it. Hopefully it doesn't, like, lock me out after a while. If it does. Come on. Your password has been reset to this. For security, never write down your password, logging you in. Calendar. Karma gained 3. Ooh. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet Paco for date at Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Interesting. History. Quick scan of a recent searches show the Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Cody's contact list has exactly one entry, someone named Paco. There's no common link number or other contact information from him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Nice. Yes, definitely. Let's look at our karma. Let's see here. You etiquetted that. You know, I want to say some basic decking probably wouldn't be awful. Just so I can fucking hack into things, but maybe not. What do you think, Seg? Some basic decking would be useful? I mean, it is that kind of game. With 3 karma. It's enough to level up my close combat. Yeah, let's do that. Because that lets me hack that panel. Stuffed bear seems to be hiding something. I mean, it just got me some free items, so I can't be all bad, right? I'm not going to sink a lot of points into it, but enough to be useful. Just enough. How can I help you? Do you know Paco? He's a ganger. Member of the Cutters. He's a good kid in a nasty line of work. I warned Coyote against getting too attached to that type. They don't live long. Mari's Meat Emporium. Face twists in disgust. No. I'm a vegetarian. You know, Jin Park sold Coyote a gun recently. Be more surprised if she hadn't. Bouncers can deal with most of the troublemakers, but around here you need a gun just to take trash out to the dumpster. Coyote has a date with Paco. I would go down there. It might bring me peace of mind. I'll call a cab for you. Should be able to get you there in time. Gambate kudasai. Good luck. Let's see here. Nothing there. Nothing more from Clue. See if Jin's got something to say to me. So, Brian Max Power to Coyote, the bartender. Hey, guy, I'm discreet. I'm talking about what my clients... what they buy. Bad for biz. However, I'm sure she would recommend me if she was a customer. Which I'm not saying that she is. Of course. I expect no less. Listen, Coyote's missing, and Mrs. Kubota asked me to find her. I need to know whatever you know. Mrs. Kubota once. I didn't realize Coyote was missing. She said she expected to encounter some sort of paranormal animal at close range. I recommended the Ares Predator, but she couldn't afford it, so she went with the Browning Max Power. What does she have for stuff? Drones, consumables... Meh. And then one quick talk to him. Oh, that's the outfit guy, so never mind. Alright. Let's go take that cab to that Pike Place Market. Pike Place Market. Catch a cab from Touristville to Pike Place Market in a mercifully quiet ride that takes you from probably going to be mugged to probably going to pay too much for your drinks. Compared to the urban wasteland of the Barrens, the downtown area is filled with modern buildings, lighted streets, and unbarred shops, all living beneath the shadow of massive corporate arcologies. For many, these arcologies are home. For others, they're hulking monuments to where the world went wrong. Famous for its fishmongers, Pike Place Market has been around since the early 1900s, overlooking the bay. Now it's a market for all things, legal and illegal. A melting pot of the haves and have-nots. Even though most of the shops are closed, the sights, sounds, and smells of the market hit you from the moment you step out of the cab. Patrick, let's talk to... Oh my god, we're going to talk to the Space Mormons again. The handsome young man turns away from the crowd and fixes you with his full, completely undivided attention. Sir, you're a beautiful human. But you could be so much more. That sounds great. Tell me more. Wonderful. The Universal Brotherhood is a family encompassing all metahumans, sexes, and sexualities. We all strive to be the very best we can be. Best we can to live more fulfilled, happy, and productive lives, and to support each other in doing so. The first step is simply to come and listen. Tomorrow night, Lynn Telestrian will be speaking about the importance of family in the sixth world. Please join us tomorrow, and the secrets to a better life shall be revealed to you. No. Why do I have a feeling I'm going to end up there? Furbished flowers. Synth juice for sale. Hey! Look! Paco! The kid in front of you sports the trademark yellow of the Cutters gang. Young, clean-shaven, he stands like he owns the street and everyone on it. He seems distracted, though, glancing around with increasing agitation. He looks over... Best way to play a decker in Shadowrun Returns is to level decking solely for the dialogue options, then put all your points in shotguns. So over to you as you approach. Watch yourself. What do you want? Wouldn't happen to be looking for a coyote, would you? It's none of your fragging business. Who the hell are you? Jack. Lex, we're on the same team. I'm Jack. It's just at the Union. Your girlfriend's gone missing, and I'm helping to find her. Tough guy swagger seems to drain out of Paco. The cutter is gone. Before you stands a kid in a yellow jacket that doesn't quite fit. Coyote's missing? Oh, man. That would explain. She was supposed to meet me here over an hour ago. Look, I'm sorry for getting in your face like that. What else do you know? If she's missing, I need to find her. Ever heard of a place called Mari's Meat Market? Coyote had received some zebra meat from there. You been rummaging through her stuff? Yeah, the shop's just down the block. What the hell would she want zebra meat for, though? It's me. You know a fixer named Mr. Delilah. Coyote had a meeting with him a few days ago. I know of him, sure. Blake doesn't allow any cutters to take side gigs, though, so I got no reason to deal with him. Coyote hasn't said anything about taking new work. Wait a minute. Drek! I know where she went. Oh, damn, why couldn't she wait? Damn it! Paco, slow down. Where did she go? Royale Apartments. The landlord, Stevie Joy, runs a drug ring out of that hellhole. Coyote grew up there. She doesn't like to talk about it much. She's been looking for a way to settle the score with that guy for years. A few days back, I heard Mr. Delilah was looking for runners to steal some sort of item from under Stevie J's nose. She must have taken the job, I'm sure of it. And if his thugs caught her... There's a grim determination in Paco's eyes. Going over there. You coming? I'm in. Don't worry, we'll get her back. Damn right we will. Oh, got a new buddy there, don't I? Manny! Small meat stand presents an enormous diversity of dead animals, from cow and canine to the exotic and paranormal. Pictures on the back of the stand feature a much older version of the man in front of you. As soon as he notices Paco, the proprietor's eyes become hard and angry. What do you want? You know we can't afford more. Relax, man. My friend just has a question. You must be Mari. I look like a fat old man to you? I'm Manny. Mari's my dad. Now what do you want? Why would somebody want to buy zebra meat for? Some people eat it, but I wouldn't recommend it. Tough as nails. Mostly sell it to corp security teams who use it to reward their hellhounds. The flamers go crazy for the stuff for some reason. Oh, Drek. That's why Coyote wanted zebra meat. Everybody talks about the pet hellhound Stevie J keeps locked up somewhere in the Royale. If she never picked it up... Whatever. Anything else? This receipt for an order of zebra meat. Still have it for me? Yeah, I got it right here. 2 days past the pickup time. Didn't think anyone was going to come for it. Here, it's all yours now. There's someone named Coyote. Oh, don't go much in for that shaman stuff. What's your problem with Paco? Why don't you ask him? What the hell's that supposed to mean? Means your gang likes to stroll through here and relieve us of merchants of our new yen. My dad stood up to them, and he's still in the hospital. Look, that's not my problem. I'm at the bottom of the cutter ranks anyway. I couldn't do dreck about that even if I wanted to. Tell that to my dad. Time for this. Hi, Coyote. So some questions. I'll be leaving now because I don't have any more questions. Okay. That zebra meat's gonna come in handy. Oh, bugger. That's not good. As your eyes adjust to the flashing lights, you spot the body of a woman dead on the pavement behind the police line. Panic spreads across Paco's face. Oh no. Is that Coyote? This isn't happening. God damn it! Paco, breathe. Now take a closer look. Is that her? Paco steps forward and breathes a huge sigh of relief. Oh. No, it's not her. Thank God. Look, let's not hang around here too long, alright? Too many Lone Star pigs around. Paco looks over at the victim again. It's too bad whatever happened here. I'm not going to let anything like this happen to Coyote. Well, I'm going to talk to Officer Landers. Tall, emotionless Lone Star officer blocks entry to the crime scene. Behind you, you spot the lively face of the organ grinder's coroner, Dresden. It's an active Lone Star investigation. Please step away from the barrier. Detective Jack, Auburn Precinct. We have reason to believe the victim may have been involved in an illegal BTL smuggling ring we're investigating. I'd like to examine her belongings for evidence. Badge and SIN, please. Well, it's all right, officer. He's with me. Dresden steps up to the barrier with a warm grin. Officer looks at you with poorly concealed skepticism. Okay, then. Make it quick. Lying on the pavement is the body of a young human female. Her eyes have been gouged cleanly out, and you notice a string of bite marks along her left arm. Sir Aguirre. The plainclothes Lone Star officer before you sports a tacky hat and a crooked grin to match. So you're the one who's working for the dead man, eh? McCluskey warned us you might be snipping around after the Ripper. Lucky for you, I got here before McCluskey. I'm Officer Aguirre. Pleased to meet you. Now, seeing as this crime scene's going nowhere fast, what can I do for you? You tell me about the murder. Not much, really. You know, it was about 3 hours ago, and we know that her eyes have been surgically removed. Didn't need Dresden to figure that much out. He's been looking at the body, so he might have more. Me, I've been scanning the rest of the scene and looking for witnesses, but no luck so far. Damn Ripper might well be a ghost. Take it you and McCluskey don't exactly see eye to eye. Let's just say McCluskey and I have conflicting interests. Have any leads on the Ripper that I should know about? Huh! Plenty if you ask McCluskey, but the truth is we're as clueless as you probably are. Thanks for your time, officer. Hey, hold on a moment. You haven't put in a donation for the Lonely Orphans Fund. The Lonely Orphans Fund? Yeah, you see, you make a contribution to the fund, I put you on a list, and the next time lets you know the next time we find any orphans you might be interested in. Well, always interested in finding out about any new orphans you discover. So we say 300 new yen? Even 100 new yen would make a big difference for an orphan these days. He makes a face. Well, some orphans have more expensive tastes than others. 200, you can take it or leave it. Deal. His face splits into a wide grin. Excellent. I'll start an account for you. If you get any useful new leads on the Ripper, I'll give you a call. Now then, I better get back to work before McCluskey shows up. See you around. Dresden. So what brings you out here? Out on the trail of the dead man's killer? Coincidence, believe it or not. I take it I've stumbled across another Ripper murder. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So you can see the Ripper went for the eyes this time. Pretty clean work. Got to hand it to him. A Ripper knows what he's doing. Or she, I suppose. What do you know about the victim? Not much. Dresden scratches his head absent-mindedly, probably breaking some kind of sanitation protocol. Been dead for about 3 hours. Her name was Lucy Warden, worked at the Stuffer Shack just around the corner. Looks like she was just leaving work when it happened. You can tell she was subdued before her eyes were removed. It's a strange thing. There doesn't seem to be any signs of a struggle. Not a single bruise on her body, yet she was clearly alive when the eyes were taken. Died of blood loss shortly thereafter. So what knocked her out, I won't know until I can run some tests back at the lab. Thought you ran the Redmond franchise in Pike Place a little far from home? Yeah, well, I don't really mind the change of scenery. Coroner for the downtown branch is out on maternity, so I told management I'd cover for her on this one. Plus, I want this sicko caught. What about the bite marks on her arm? Ah, completely unrelated. Appears some wild dogs dragged her body out of here from the alley sometime after her death. Any sign of magic use? There was evidence of an unusual explosion in the alley where Sam died. Now, that's an interesting thought. No, nothing obvious, though. I'm sure when McCluskey shows up, he'll call in a full magical forensics team, though, just to be sure. So, the Ripper takes Sam Watt's liver and this woman's eyes. Any theories? Trophies of some sort, I suppose. Probably of some symbolic significance to the killer. Beyond that, I couldn't speculate. McGuire over there seems friendly. Can I trust him? Yeah, that sounds about right. Any opportunity to get in McCluskey's way, he'll take it. A bit sleazy, but sure. But I'll take McGuire over McCluskey any day of the week. That's enough questions. Thanks, Dresden. Hey, I figure if I help you out, there's a better chance to get this scumbag off the streets a little sooner. McCluskey wants the Ripper in a cell, sure, but he couldn't care less if it takes another dozen murders. Good luck out there, eh? Speaking of McCluskey, we should probably get going soon, before he shows up. One more person to talk to, Elf. The elf standing before you may be quite possibly the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker for centuries past. He notices you approach and locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Well, hello there, stranger. Might I acquire? Do you know which organ grinder's facility this body will be removed to? Who's asking? The elf giggles. A strange, high-pitched warble you would not expect to emerge from his misshapen face. Oh, I'm no one of consequence. Never mind that, though. A good evening to you and your friend, the coroner. Okay. Well, let's show up out of here. Notice a particularly ugly elf standing there in the crowd earlier. Huh? Where? He's gone now, but he was asking about the body. Wondering which organ grinder's facility it'll be taken to. Interesting. There's those who might be interested in purchasing some of her parts, sure, but that's pretty poor form to inquire at the site of the murder. An ugly elf, eh? Keep an eye out. Shouldn't be hard to spot if he comes back around. Thanks, Dresden. Anytime. Alright, so where am I going from here? Let's see here. Where am I going? Not that way, so this way? This way, yeah. There we go. Frank! Let's go talk to Frank at the Stuffer Shack. The orc before you wears the standard Stuffer Shack employee uniform. Employee get-up. The uniform is well kept and well fitted, but the tears streaming down his large, crooked face do little to improve his appearance. He does not seem to notice your approach. Hi, friend. Everything okay? No. That's my friend on the pavement over there. Blind Lucy. We worked there 3 years together, and now I guess the Ripper got her. Blind Lucy? Well, Lucy wasn't completely blind, but legally blind. She had to wear these huge glasses and hold things right up to her face, but she got new eyes about a year ago. Any idea how she scored the new eyes? No, she wouldn't talk much about it, just called it her stroke of good luck. I guess that luck ran out. I see anyone strange in the store lately. Sure we'd stuff any day. It's a Stuffer Shack, but no stranger than usual. Lucy have any enemies? I'm not sure. I know she had an ugly breakup with her boyfriend after getting those new eyes put in. I was pretty upset for some reason. Wouldn't leave Lucy be until she filed a restraining order. It seemed to die down a while ago, though. When was the last time you saw her? At the shack earlier today. I think she was heading to the market to meet a friend. Hell, I was going to join her on my way home, but we got some last-minute customers. That's all I needed to know. Thanks for your help, and I'm sorry for your loss. Wait. You wouldn't happen to be part of the investigation, would you? I am. Why? Oh, Lucy had this necklace. Intricate little carving of a dragonfly on it. Wore it every day. Said her mom gave it to her when she left Denver. Anyway, you know how Lone Star is. All of her stuff will be bagged and placed in evidence storage till the 7th world awakens. I just thought if you could somehow get that necklace back before Lone Star cleans everything up, I could send it back to her family. I feel like I owe her that much. Understand. I can find it at the scene. I'll bring it to you. Back we go. Come on, boyo, help me out. I'll take this necklace with me. It may help me in my investigation. Well, if it'll help you, I mean, it won't be helping McCluskey. Thanks, officer. More than one way to skin a cat? Retrieve stuff from a murder victim? I don't know. He takes the necklace from you. You can sense a weight lifting from Frank's shoulders. Glad I can do this much for Lucy, at least. Thank you, friend. I owe you. Yay, karma! How much do I have? That do I have right now? I've got 5 points of karma right now, motherfuck. Let's increase our melee weapons. No, spend it. Spend it! Okay. There we go. And a junkie. Hey, guy. Have any new extra Yuyan? Just need some Sucrazoom from the shack over there. I have 10. Never know when being nice to the locals will help you. Come on, guy. Let's go find Coyote. Alright, I'm ready. So, actually, I'm not ready. What we're going to do, since it's getting to be late, and I'm getting fucking hungry, good grief, is we are going to break this here. I've got an autosave, and I will hit a save. Keep Paco alive and find Coyote. Okay, cool. Great new save. Alright, so that'll be that for the evening. I think I'm having fun with this. We'll see this one through to the end. Hey, that's the stuff I'm wearing. Keep going with this on Wednesday, if you all agree. I think we've been having fun. I think it's a nice, fun little... It's not quite as emotionally intense as Pyre, so it's kind of a palate cleanser while still being in the kind of the vein. But let us do something else real fast. Don't go away, because we are going to have one more thing to do. Let me pull my dashboard up real fast. Which I already had up. Why do I reopening that? And by the way, Gal Pal, thank you for joining us. I hope you rejoin us on Wednesday when we do this again. Feel free to follow, of course, me on this. And so you can get your notifications about when I'm doing this over and over. I make that sound very repetitive, but alright. Let's not get OBS over there, because that's very, very kind of meta. Wait, I have YouTube up already. This video, by the way, is hilarious. This is funny. Actually, I want to share this with you. I just stumbled onto this, and this is freaking hilarious. It's this guy that does all this different musical stuff. There we go. So he's doing music genres video games, right? Start up. Unskippable cutscene. It's so accurate it hurts. Like this is water level that everybody hates. Game crashed, you turn off the game. This just kills me. Okay, alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to find this trailer. I wonder why that comes up just like that. Alright. Full screen. Of course. I'm going to do this way. Seg, yes. Yes, Seg. Yes. We're doing this. We're doing this right now. Hurry! Last Jedi trailer. I've been waiting for this for like 6 months. Oh, God. Alright. And I'm going to actually I'm going to record this separate so I can throw this up on YouTube separate because what the hell, why not? Alright. Start recording. This is DracoFire87 reacting, yeah, I know, reacting, not playing a game, to The Last Jedi trailer. So excited, like literally like butterflies right now. Last Jedi trailer. Let's do this.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Let the past die. want to be.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the First Order down.
This is not going to go the way you think. Fulfill your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
What? Wow. Okay. First impressions. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god, it's so pretty. All of the space battles. Oh my god, Kylo Ren maybe not being able to pull the trigger on killing his mother. Fucked up Luke Skywalker. Fucked up, ragged, broken Luke Skywalker. Oh, my baby. Oh, Luke, I'm so sorry. And, oh, like, Super Saiyan fucking levels of potential out of Rey. And then that ending, like, what the fuck? The Porg, oh my god, that was hilarious. Okay, so we're gonna watch this again, and I'm gonna stop it at parts when I get to something that's particularly like, oh my god.
When I found you,
Okay, that. Holy shit. Just, okay, moving on.
saw raw, untamed power,
That angle, that camera angle, I love it.
and beyond that, something truly special.
Love the island. I just gotta say that. Skellig Michael, I want to go there someday.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
That. Boom.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It
God, that. Holy shit.
didn't scare me enough then. It does now.
Let the past die.
Okay, that. All of that. Sky space battle carnage. Oh my fucking god, yes.
If you have to.
Oh, and the hand bursting out of the rubble Seg, I'm pretty sure that's Luke. I am almost certain that's Luke. That looks like his hand. Carrie Fisher, my queen.
That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
That, like, let me take it back a step. Oh, Adam Driver, man. Like, if you're gonna have somebody to do like Man Pain, you're gonna get Adam Driver, right? Okay, let's. That. God, I just bit my tongue. That. Like, okay, we flew through a junkyard last time. Let's put it in like the interior of a tunnel of all these crystals and shit. Chords.
We are the spark that'll light the fire that'll burn the first order down.
That Finn, my boy, in this amazing looking outfit. Like, is he like impersonating a First Order officer here? Like, that looks so cool. Ooh! Yes! 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 Melee fight with Phasma in the middle of an exploding base or a ship or something.
This is
Wreckage.
going to go the way you think. Fulfill
Oh.
your destiny.
I need someone to show me my place in all this. Okay. Reaction. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it. I really don't. I don't think that even in this day and age that they would put that major of a plot twist into the trailer. I don't think that they would. And so I'm pretty sure there's got to be something else going on. But for a holy shit, what the fuck, now I have to watch this movie to figure out what the fuck they just meant with that moment. That is about as perfect as it gets. Like, I will give them that level of, like, holy shit. And, like, yeah, and Rian Johnson, like, his command of the visuals is clearly, like, it's gonna look fucking fantastic. It's gonna look amazing. But yeah, no, it's, I think it's gonna be him. I hope it's gonna be really good. I always reserve judgment, but, I mean, I'm seeing it, like, I will take fucking time off. Be like, nope, Star Wars. I ain't going to work tomorrow. I'm watching Star Wars. I'm doing a midnight showing. Go to hell. But yeah, like, I don't know if that's the music from Yeah, actually, it is. It is. It is a somewhat pumped up version of the Jedi Steps. So yeah, which makes sense. That's the music which leads from that movie, and it's a really good piece of music. Like, I loved that piece of music. It's fucking incredible. Pumpkin Spider. Oh god. Like, I'm really interested to see where they're going to go with Rey. I'm not loving the idea of broken Luke, but I think it'll work, and it kind of makes sense. Finn and Poe, of course. I ship Storm Pilot. Gonna say it. If I know those two will never get together, but I could dream, because Storm Pilot's my ship. Yeah, the thing is, if you're bringing him back to the light side, or is that what you're thinking, Seg? Are you thinking that you're talking about his continual corruption to the dark side, or are you thinking the fact that he's basically doesn't look like he's very good at it? That's one of the things that I kind of love about Kylo Ren. A lot of people knocked on him. He's not an intimidating, badass villain. No, that's kind of the point. Kylo is imitating evil. And that's one of the interesting things. Kylo's a gamer gator, okay? Kylo's like a guy, an MRA. A guy who went to, 4chan and somebody convinced him that it was cool, but it doesn't feel quite right. Because, his mom doesn't like it, and, his dad thinks he's a douchebag. And and he's imitating it. That's the whole point. That he's performing evil, but he doesn't really get it. He doesn't get it. So I like that about Kylo. I like that he's not Darth Vader, because Darth Vader was legitimately terrifying, and Darth Vader was legitimately an awful person, and so is Kylo Ren. Let's not discount that. He kills his father. That's you're a bad person. You may be a confused person. You may be a tormented and have lots of problems person, but you're still kind of a bad person. But I do like that he is not Darth Vader, because he's pretending to be Darth Vader. He's cosplaying Darth Vader. He's Darth Vader. He's the Darth Vader. Darth Vader's kid self-insert fic. That's the kind of interesting thing. Like, he's Kylo Ren is like a living, breathing self-insert. Yes, he's LARPing evil. And that's part of what actually makes him scary, because he's not scary in a Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One kind of way, where this is your death, walking towards you, and you can't kill him, and you can't stop him, and you can't hurt him. He's terrifying in the sense of that he's almost regretful about it. Like, you can tell that somewhere under there is probably just a scared little boy who doesn't understand what he's doing, and he's going to do it anyway because someone told him he should. That's scary. That's really scary, especially in this day and age. I can see that, like, the helmet is like part of the cosplay. That was like the super I think that it's really I think one of the really good story reasons to have him ditch the mask is the mask represents a real big part of him imitating Darth Vader. That was like the big thing with Force Awakens when we first saw it. Was you take the mask off, and instead of like where Darth Vader was scarred and half destroyed and everything, you've basically got a pretty boy kid. And that was part of what was shocking about it. Again, it was hammering home. He's not really Darth Vader. He's just kind of pretending to be. And so, as he develops more of his own identity, either for good or for evil, it makes sense for him to ditch the mask. Either way, it is a symbol of him pretending and not being and not becoming. And I feel like I'm not talking a lot about Rey, but what is there to say about Rey? She is my precious Jedi princess, and I want her to have all the lightsabers and good things and kick a lot of ass. Like, I'm not hard to please where it comes to Rey. I will fight anybody who says that Rey is a Mary Sue, by the way. I will fight anybody who says that she is, like, overpowered or, oh my god, whatever. No. Like, fuck you. She's not doing anything that, like, is either not explainable or that, like, Luke and Anakin and Kylo haven't already done. Like, yeah, I mean, the one complaint that you could potentially have is she picks up the Force powers really fast. But they do have a lot of alluding to the idea that she has been trained. That someone somewhere at some point did actually probably train her, that this is not completely unfamiliar to her. She's reawakening, almost. The Force awakens, so to speak. And everything else can be explained by where she fucking grew up. Of course she's going to know how to speak like 7 different languages, because if you're in that kind of situation, you have to be able to communicate. If the people you can't talk to might kill you. Like, and they do a lot of stuff. But, yeah, the Force does what it fucking wants. Like, that is a thing. I love the concept. I've always preferred the concept of a gray Jedi or a gray Force user. And I've always kind of played, like, when I ran a Star Wars campaign tabletop, I've played with the idea of that there was a faction which opposed, like, Sith and Jedi are both order. They are both different kinds of order. They're different flavors of order. But they're all about control and mastery and regimenting things and putting things in their proper place. Now, what if you had a Force user faction which was chaos, which was wildness, which was, we don't fit your order. We make your order fit us. And, yeah. Hold on, I gotta message Greg real fast. Oh, that's my video, sorry. So, and again, that's the same with, like, Finn and Poe. They're wonderful. They kick ass. Finn is going to be a badass, and he's going to duel Phasma. What else the fuck do I want? Craig just sent me a photo. Craig just sent me a picture of the Porg. I think Greg's gonna have a thing for the Porgs. They're like, I'm sorry. This is all I need. But, yeah, Snoke got a bit of a redesign. I'm not really sold on Snoke. I really need that. He's a big weak spot. Like, he feels to me like they needed an evil mentor character, so they dragged one out of the ether. I need him explained really fucking fast and really fucking well. Or else that's going to be a big story problem for me. Like, so, oh my god, that trailer. Oh my god, I'm going to have so much fun watching the various reactions to that trailer as they hit the internet. I love watching reaction videos. I'm so glad to get to do one of my own. I'm going to throw this up in here in just a bit as soon as I get off here. So, all right. Yeah. Oh, guys. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed Shadowrun Returns. We'll continue with that on Wednesday if everybody's amenable. And we'll see how that goes. And Star Wars. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. All right, little happy dance for Star Wars. Glad you all like the new mic. I hope that's going to work really well. And yeah, have a good night, all. Thank you so much, Seg, for the donation on behalf of Sonata. I really appreciate that. We'll keep doing this. And thank you to everybody. I know you're probably not still here, but thank you to everybody new who came and watched. I really appreciate it. Appreciate your time always. As always, please, it really helps. It really, really helps if you share like the Facebook posts and retweet the Twitter posts, because I can only broadcast out so far, and I would love to share this great community with more people. So if you would, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see about growing the community to be even bigger and better, and that would be wonderful, right? Well, not totally bigger and better, but you know what I mean. So, all right. Have a good night, y'all. This is DracoFire87 signing off. Star Wars!